From humble beginnings came a man who created an American success story that has had a transformative impact on our state and our university.
My father was stowed away on a boat to come to this country in the 4th grade. My mother was from Nebraska. She only had a 6th grade education. I was born in Turlock, California. The population of this town at that time was around 3,500 people.
Don grew up in a family whose business was melons.
Actually, the original company's name was J.H. Cantaloupe Smith Incorporated, Cantaloupe being his trademark. He and my mother formed this organization in 1918.
Today, Don is the second of 4 generations of his family who have built and run the Turlock Fruit Company, including his son Steve, a 1974 graduate of Pacific. Don's 70-year connection to Pacific began as America rebuilt in the years following World War II.
I came to Pacific the fall of '49. I was as a junior. First thing, I thought I'd died and gone to heaven because all those good-looking girls would run around. It was a great experience.
At Pacific, Don would meet Wendy Hammond. Their 68-year marriage began in 1951. While raising their family, Don and Wendy were devoted backers of Tiger Athletics. Don joined Pacific's Board of Regents in 1984. On the board, he served the best interests of the university for more than 2 decades.
Don was right in the middle of it. We would need an executive committee of the board. Don would pack up whatever he was doing, drive up from Fireball in his boots and coverall and his just right off the field and roll up his sleeves.
But Don was a persuasive dissenting voice when he rejected the architect's initial design for what was to become the Don and Karen DeRosa University Center.
What you're producing for us is a cross between an airport terminal building and a John Deere tractor agency, and I don't think either one of them have a place on the Pacific campus. And I felt badly about it, but I had to do what I thought was right.
Among the many projects Don agreed to support was construction of the Jansen Ligorio Gymnasium and Performance Center. But during Don's 23-year tenure on the Board of Regents, there was no more emotionally charged issue than the fate of Pacific's storied football program.
Pacific football has been part of our tradition, part of our history. It's how we became a national institution was the hiring of A.A. Stagg.
Back in 1950, Don joined with his Omega Phi Alpha fraternity brother, David Gerber, to sell season ticket packages that helped fund the construction of what would become Amos Alonzo Stagg Stadium. And he produced Pacific's homecoming parade in support of the Tigers' dominating football team.
In '49, we went undefeated and ranked 10th in the nation, but by the mid-'50s, or late '50s, early '60s, they're losing 9 out of 10 games.
I've never met an alum who feels this place as much in his heart as this man does.
And I'll never forget, we went to Nebraska, got $800,000 for going to Nebraska, figuring that would help carry the program. And I thought at the time, hey, this isn't good. We can't do this.
When Don finally came to this decision and said, this is just no longer feasible at Pacific financially, then, people listened.
And I lost some very close friends over this. And I'd tell you, I wouldn't go by there when they were tearing that stadium down. But that's just the way that it was and had to be. So there you are.
He's not a shoot from the hip guy. He's a guy that listens to everything and then uses his incredible experience and his incredible passion for Pacific to try to make the best decision.
Don so perfectly exemplifies the mission of Pacific of preparing individuals for lasting achievement and responsible leadership in their careers and community.
Don has left Pacific a better place through his long-standing support, his leadership, and his love for Pacific.
For 70 years of devotion to the advancement of our university, the Pacific Alumni Association is proud to present its highest honor, the 2022 Medallion of Excellence, to a Tiger for all time. Don Smith.